Today's video is sponsored by World Anvil. If you're a brand new DM or a veteran that has run hundreds of campaigns, I cannot recommend World Anvil enough. Build your world from the humble beginnings of your adventurer's first town to the infinite world they can explore. Manage campaigns, create maps, write articles for creatures, NPCs, and literally anything else you can imagine. The Campaign Manager is amazing if you want a consolidated place to keep notes, session highlights, your party members, their sweet loot, and whatever they're keeping in their bag of holding. Effortlessly create your world for your next campaign. And now, what you're here for. When jealousy destroyed our party, but somehow it worked out. I never could have imagined that the friendships I held so dear would one day be shattered by jealousy and betrayal. As the leader of the Crimson Blades, I had fought side by side with Seraphina, Kale, Brondar, and Thalia, defending the realm of Ilaria from countless foes. Together, we had become legendary adventurers, our names whispered with awe and respect across the land. Little did I know that envy would soon tear us apart. Our bond was strong, forged through years of shared dangers and victories. But jealousy is a powerful force, and it had taken root within the hearts of my closest companions. I had become something of a figurehead for our group, and my friends began to resent the fame and attention that seemed to follow me wherever I went. As their resentment grew, it poisoned their minds, turning them against me. They began to conspire, plotting my downfall in secret. I was completely oblivious to their treachery, still believing in the strength of our friendship and the loyalty we shared. It was in the bustling city of Ironhaven that their plan took shape. Kale, the human rogue, proposed that they betray me, taking my share of our accumulated wealth and leaving me for dead. Seraphina, the elven mage, Brondar, the dwarven cleric, and Thalia, the halfling bard, all eventually fell under the sway of Kale's dark proposal. Our next quest would provide the perfect opportunity for their deception. We were to retrieve an ancient artifact from the ruins of a long-forgotten temple, deep within the treacherous wilderness. As we ventured forth, I remained blissfully unaware of the plot that was unfolding behind my back. Our journey through the temple was fraught with danger. We encountered deadly traps and ferocious guardians, but our skills were honed to perfection, and we fought as one. I felt an overwhelming sense of pride and camaraderie with my friends, never suspecting that they were preparing to strike me down at our moment of truth. We reached the inner sanctum, where the artifact lay encased in a crystal pedestal. It was then that the four conspirators enacted their plan. Kale's poisoned dagger flashed through the air, aimed straight at my heart. Seraphina, Brondar, and Thalia moved to assist, ready to capitalize on the element of surprise. But fate had other plans. Instinctively, I parried Kale's attack with my enchanted sword, my eyes widening in shock and disbelief as I realized the truth. My so-called friends had turned against me, and I had been blind to their treachery. A fierce battle ensued, pitting me against the very people I had once considered family. Though outnumbered, I fought with all my might, driven by a cold fury that burned within my soul. Somehow I managed to escape the temple, leaving my betrayers behind. As I fled into the night, I vowed to exact a terrible vengeance upon those who had wronged me. I would take my time, dismantling their lives piece by piece, until they were left with nothing but the bitter taste of regret. And so began my methodical campaign of retribution. Kale was the first to feel the sting of my vengeance. I tracked him down to a den of thieves in Ironhaven, where I used my wits and natural stealth to expose his treachery. Disgraced and expelled from the Thieves' Guild, Kale found himself hunted by both me and his former comrades. Next, I turned my attention to Thalia. She had been contracted to perform at a prestigious event in Silverport, a chance for her to gain the favor of the city's elite. I devised a plan to sabotage her performance, ensuring that her moment in the spotlight would end in humiliation. As she took the stage to perform her most cherished ballad, I manipulated her enchanted lute to emit a cacophony of discordant notes, leaving the audience aghast. Thalia's once promising career crumbled to dust, her reputation in tatters. With Kale and Thalia dealt with, I focused my efforts on Brondar and Seraphina. Brondar had sought refuge in a remote monastery, hoping to find solace and repentance for his actions. I infiltrated the monastery, replacing a sacred relic with a cleverly crafted forgery, and implicating Brondar in the theft. His excommunication from the Order left him a broken man, his name forever tarnished. Finally, only Seraphina remained. I knew that her cunning made her the most dangerous of my former friends, and that her downfall would require a more intricate plan. I discovered that she was researching a powerful spell, one that she believed would grant her immense power. I studied the spell as well, searching for a weakness I could exploit. After months of preparation, I arranged for a forged tome containing the flawed spell to find its way into Seraphina's possession. When she attempted to cast the spell, the magical backlash left her horribly scarred, and her magical abilities reduced to a mere fraction of their former power. With my vengeance complete, I looked upon the shattered lives of those who had betrayed me. I had exacted a terrible toll, leaving them in ruin, their ambitions crushed beneath the weight of their own treachery. But as I walked away from the wreckage of their lives, I felt a hollow emptiness gnawing at my soul. The pursuit of revenge had consumed me, leaving me isolated and adrift. I decided to embark on a new journey, one that would lead me towards redemption and healing. I traveled to distant lands, helping those in need and protecting the innocent from harm. I sought to atone for my past transgressions by using my skills and strength for the greater good. Along the way, I encountered other adventurers who, like me, sought purpose and redemption. Together, we formed a new band of heroes, forging bonds of trust and friendship that I had once believed lost forever. Meanwhile, the former members of the Crimson Blades were left to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. Each of them had been forced to confront the consequences of their betrayal and the suffering they had brought upon me. In their own ways, they too began to seek a path to redemption, striving to learn from their mistakes and make amends for their actions. Fate brought us together once more, as a new threat emerged that put the entire realm of Alaria in jeopardy. Realizing that we would need to set aside our past grievances and work together to save the world, we joined forces again. As we fought side by side, we began to rebuild the trust and camaraderie that had been lost. We acknowledged the pain and betrayal that had torn us apart, and vowed never to let such darkness consume us again. In the end, we emerged victorious against the new threat, our bond stronger than ever, and our path to redemption set in motion. The Crimson Blades dedicated themselves to protecting Alaria from the forces of darkness, our once tarnished reputations restored in the eyes of the people. Our tale of betrayal, vengeance, and redemption became a powerful lesson in the consequences of jealousy, and the importance of trust, forgiveness, and the unbreakable bonds of true friendship. As the years passed, the legend of the Crimson Blades lived on, inspiring new generations of adventurers to walk the path of heroism and face the challenges of a world filled with danger and intrigue. Our journeys were fraught with peril, but our shared experiences and growth allowed us to forge a bond that transcended time and circumstance. We became symbols of hope, resilience, and the power of redemption. As we traveled the realm of Alaria, we encountered countless allies and adversaries, each of them shaping our stories and testing our resolve. We faced unimaginable horrors and breathtaking wonders, learning from our past and embracing the possibility of a brighter future. Through our adventures, we learned the true meaning of friendship and loyalty. We understood that the strength of the Crimson Blades lay not in their individual prowess of its members, but in the unyielding spirit of unity that bound us together. In time, the members of the Crimson Blades began to move on to new chapters in their lives. Some settled down, starting families and nurturing the next generation of heroes. Others continued their personal quest for knowledge and growth, exploring the far reaches of Alaria and beyond. Eventually, the day came when the Crimson Blades were no more. Our members scattered across the realm, living out their lives in pursuit of their individual destinies. But the legacy of our adventures endured, our names forever etched in the annals of history. I too embarked on my own path, one that led me toward an understanding of the true nature of heroism and the importance of the relationships we forge along the way. Though the Crimson Blades had disbanded, I carried their memory with me, a constant reminder of the lessons we had learned and the bonds we had forged. As I continued my journey, I was often approached by young adventurers who had heard the tales of the Crimson Blade and sought guidance and inspiration. I took it upon myself to share our story, passing on the wisdom we had gained through our trials and tribulations. For while the Crimson Blades may have been no more, their spirit lived on in the hearts of those who had carried their legacy forward. And so the tale of betrayal, vengeance, and redemption that had once defined us now served as a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of friendship and the indomitable strength of the human spirit. As I grew older, I found solace in the knowledge that our story would continue to inspire future generations, reminding them that even in the darkest moments, there's always the possibility of redemption and the chance to forge a new path towards the light. And so the legend of the Crimson Blades endured, a timeless saga of friendship, betrayal, and the transformative power of forgiveness. a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, and a beacon of hope for all those who walk the perilous path of the adventurer. A bit of backstory. The party had agreed to the betrayal, as did I, for the roleplay. What I didn't anticipate, and I don't think the other party members had either, would be how much it negatively affected us in real life. We thought we wanted a fun revenge plot, party member versus party member, but it really backfired. People got pretty upset at the whole thing. So we did what we knew we had to do. Forgive each other and came back together as a group of real-life friends. So cautionary warning, it's hard to not get personal when you're actively fighting your friends. One quick word about our sponsor, World Anvil. Roll dice, build random encounter tables, layer maps for your players to explore. It is so easy to make incredible maps. You can start with a building, then a city, then a continent, a planet, and then an entire solar system. You can even make articles secret that your players can unlock. Let them explore your world in between sessions. If you're a creator, writer, map maker, portrait artist, or a fan of tabletop RPGs in general, you need to check out World Anvil. It's amazing. Click the link in the description below and build your world and share what you make with us. I don't think I'd like my players trying to betray each other. It sounds like a recipe for disaster. I'm glad it worked out for this group in the end. Share your stories of betrayal with us in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, All Things D&D. Stay tuned for more amazing Dungeons & Dragons content.